That's my home, and it's Steubenville, Ohio.
Steubenville, okay. Give me an idea of why Steubenville is paying attention to what otherwise might be just considered a Steubenville issue.
Well, Steubenville is also a fairly small town like Steubenville. I think we don't have quite the economic problems, but it is also economically depressed. And the idea of this rape culture surrounding male athletic groupings is universal. It's of interest to every town in the country because I'm also an educator. I'm a retired teacher and a school board member. And we're
Public school.
We're very concerned about the idea that these young people are learning social responsibility and that rape is not a joke. That rape needs to be taken seriously. Sexual assault needs to be taken seriously. People shouldn't be dismissing domestic violence as unimportant. The whole idea of the culture of rape is what we're trying to get at and change for young people. I'm concerned not only that this young man, who we think should be charged with failure to report, clearly he knew what was going on. He was joking about it, and that's bad enough, but the fact that he did nothing to intervene.
Was he a witness?
He was apparently there because he knew what was going on. He said she's been raped. Mm-hmm. They raped her, and he goes on to describe some of the activities, which were fairly disgusting. But also there must have been other people. Where were the girls? Were they not there to get their sisters back? Were they more interested in a date than they were in helping this poor girl? There's just something wrong with the culture that permits and allows that and considers it part of high school sports.
Should we wait until after we have a verdict on the actual two perpetrators before we start expanding it to
Well, I don't think. I think Attorney General DeWine has sufficient evidence and then some to know that this young man should have filed a complaint, filed a charge, reported the crime. And if that's not a responsibility, he might have been able to intervene and stop it for all we know. Somebody surely could have. And there's just the disgustingness of what was the perpetration of this is amazing that these kids just let it go. It indicates that that's, in their minds, a fairly common issue. And what I'm thinking is, it's so horrible not because it's unique, but because it's common, because it goes on in every county and most every school in the state and in the nation. Teenagers are not getting the message that they need to respect women and that this is not a joke, it's not a boy thing, it's not another notch on their belt, and that somebody of character has to step in. And I think it's the responsibility of school administrators, of teachers, of coaches especially, to build character in these young people. And for the males, and for males as victims as well as perpetrators, to know that this is not okay. You have to stop this.
So this is more about sending a message than being case-specific.
It's about sending a message that we're not putting up with this rape culture anymore, that rape is a felony, and it needs to be stopped and needs to be reported. And when somebody clearly ignores that, then there needs to be a charge, because then people will intervene, bystanders will intervene, and perhaps rape victims will be more comfortable reporting, and maybe we'll reduce the number of these incidents, hopefully. But just like we're sending out a message that bullying is not okay. Now, I think we've got to go into this area and say, this has got to stop. They stop them and punish them for underage drinking and for drug use. And this is another thing where they've got to send out a clear message that this is not just part of fun. It's not a party activity.
Other than quick question. I'm sorry. I'm with Channel 10. Is this rally going to be outside or upstairs?
Well,
we got an email that said to be outside.
Yeah, hopefully it's forming. We'll invite these folks on over to be part of our
Okay.
rally.
I just wanted to double check. That's fine. Okay.
Jacqueline, can you spell? Is it common spelling?
Jacqueline.
And your last name?
Hillyer.
Hillyer.
Right.
Hillyer.
Hillyer.
Okay. And you live in
Ashtabula.
in the city of Ashtabula?
Yes. Well, township. Yeah, Ashtabula.
And your title again, you're director?
Ohio Now President.
Okay.
I left a message on your cell phone.
I know.
It's me. Okay. After our noon live shot, can I come over and then do it on camera with you?